Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We are in Unit 7, Transformations, and this is page 34 in the packet, and it's translations. So we're going to review translations. And the symbol was a capital T. It's a slide of points in the same distance, the same direction. So on the coordinate plane, we're going to graph a triangle whose vertices are -1, -3. And I'm just going to write those down here. -1, -3, B at +3, -3, and C at 1, 1. So you can see that right there. I already graphed it for you. Now we're going to translate it 6 places to the right and 3 spaces up. And that would be a capital T, 6, 3. Record the coordinates for the image. So let's do that. 6 spaces to the right and 3 spaces up. So here's A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces to the right, and 1, 2, 3 up. B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 up. And C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 up. And here's C prime, and here's B prime, and here's A prime. And because I had a triangle to start with, I have to keep my shape, and I have to use my ruler and make a new triangle. So let's do that. La la la. Oh, you like my nifty new purple ruler? I like this ruler. It's got a little thingy here, so you can just slide it around, makes it easier for the elderly. And there. Oh, I forgot the bottom. Look at me all being goofy. And I was all excited there for a minute. I thought I did it right. Here we go. And I made a mistake, but that's okay. You can make mistakes. No one's perfect. So now, how to do this if you don't have the graph paper? Pretend that's not there. What we're going to do is come over here and make this bigger. And the way you would do this is, well, let's do it as if it was just a regular, X and Y. And it would become X plus 6, Y plus 3. So that's just what we're going to do here. We are going to start with -1, that's the X, and we're going to add 6. And we're going to start with -3, that's the Y, and we're going to add 3. We'll do the same thing here. Start with 3, and we're going to add 6. And this is -3, and we're going to add 3. I'm changing pens a lot because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. And then this one, we started at 1, and we add 6, and the Y is 1, and we're going to add 3. I just want to take a quick second here to point out that I am adding the same number to every X and adding the same number to every Y. That's how you know you're moving the same distance, because you're adding the same number. And it's the same direction because we're adding. If there was adding and subtracting and adding, then it'd be different directions. But you're doing the same thing to every point. So let's find out. Here we go. A prime is at -1 plus 6 is 5, -3 plus 3 is 0. B prime is at 3 plus 6 is 9, -3 plus 3 is 0. And C prime is at 1 plus 6 is 7, 1 plus 3 is 4. All right, so I know my coordinates now. So let's come over and check them. Make sure that I am correct. Here's A prime, and it is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 0. So I got that one right. And here's B prime. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Got that one right too. And here's C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 4. That one's correct also. So that's how you do these problems. You add the same number to the x and all the same numbers to the y, and you should be fine. So let's take a look at how that would look as, here's a translation AB. So here's my x, and here's my y, and to the x, I would add A, and to the y, I would add B. That's the general rule. This is the symbol. This is the general rule. Be careful. So here I have, I'm adding 2 and I'm adding 7. So my original point is 3 and 5. And to the 3, I'm going to add 2, and to the 5, I'm going to add 7. Well, let's see. 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 plus 7 is 12, so my new point is at 512. Now this original point, shrinky dink this down so you can see what I'm doing. Here's my x, and here's my y, so -3, 1 are my x and y. And I'm going to add 5 to the x and subtract 1 from the y, because that's -1, so you subtract it. Let's see, -3 plus 5 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. Now I'm going to do the same thing all the way down the line here. So I have x and y, -3 and 5. I'm adding -2 and 1. 3 plus -2 is -5. 5 plus 1 is 6. My original point here is 3, -5. And to the x, I'm adding, well, I'm subtracting 2. To the y, I'm adding 1. Now I know what you're thinking. Why did I make this subtraction and that add a negative? I did that for a reason. I looked to see that this was a negative number to start with. So a negative subtracting a negative, a negative subtracting a number is the same as adding a negative. But this one, adding a negative is the same as subtraction. That's why I'm doing that. I can go back and forth because it means the same thing. 3 minus 2 is 1. -5 plus 1 is -4. Okay, this one. I'm starting with the point, -3, 5. And to the -3, I'm going to add 4. To the 5, I'm going to add 3. -3 plus 4 is 1. 5 plus 3 is 8. Down here. Oh, I don't know what AB is. That's what the star is for. Okay, so I am going to rewrite this. Haha, here we go. 2 plus something equals -3. Because see, x, and I had to add something. And 4 plus something equals +1. Haha. So, let's see. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. I'm lying. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. 2 minus 2 is 0, so there's my A. And -3 minus 2 is -5. So now I know my A is -5. And here's B. So I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. That's 0. And b equals 1 minus 4, negative 3. So here I have it, negative 3. So I have a is negative 5 and b is negative 3. Now I'm going to do the same thing for this one, only this time it's x and y that I'm missing, and I have the a and b. So I don't know what x is, but I'm subtracting 3, and it's going to equal 4. And I don't know what y is, but I'm adding 1 to get 2. Let's see. X, I'm going to add 3 to both sides, and x equals, because this is 0, 7. So my x is 7. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, and that's 0. Y equals 2 minus 1, 1. So I have x is 7, y is 1. So back here, x is 7, y is 1. That was kind of hard. I like it. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.